Hello, lovely one. Carefully look at these Cambridge tests. Is it something you can do? When I saw this, I was like, wow. But don't worry yourself. I'm going to simplify it for you, okay? Let's take it step by step. It's just so easy. Now, this is what you have. So we're going to begin with solution. So what do we do? To answer this, quickly remember for each time you are given a raised to power m plus n, it is a raised to power m multiplied by a raised to power n. This is the exponential rule. So we can apply it on this. To simplify, we're going to have 3 to the power of x minus, now this is root of 3, okay, is raised to the power of x. Now obeying what we have here, on this, you are going to have multiplied by root of 3 is raised to power of 4. So that when you add these two powers, remember this is multiplication, just like this, it gives you back x plus 4. Then add 20 is equal to 0. Interesting. So you keep simplifying this. This is 3 to the power of x minus root of 3 to the power of x multiplied by. Now remember, this is the same. Just remember that this root of 3 to the power of 4, obeying this, is the same as root of 3 to the power of 2, okay, multiplied by root of 3 to the power of 2. So that when you add these two powers, obeying what we have here, it gives you back 4. Then add 20 is equal to, let's adjust this a little, is equal to 0. Okay, so what should we do next? Also recall that whenever you have root of a to the power of m, it is the same as root of a raised to power of m. So we're going to apply it in simplifying this. We're going to have 3 to the power of x minus, for this, in this form, it is the same as root of 3 to the power of x. Interesting. Multiplied by this square cancels, this is square root, so this we cancel, we have 3 multiply, this we cancel, we have 3, then add 20 is equal to 0. If you keep simplifying this, we have 3 to the power of x minus root of 3 to the power of x, multiply this to, it gives you 9 plus 20 is equal to 0. So it is the same as 3 to the power of x minus, if you multiply this, is 9 root 3 to the power of x plus 20 is equal to 0. Now you observe that 3 to the power of x is repeated. So you can choose to say, let 3 to the power of x be equal to y. This is to help us simplify what we are doing. So we're going to have, this will now be y minus 9 root y plus 20 is equal to 0. So what should we do next? Now, we can choose to take this negative. Remember, this is taking a positive, okay? This is positive. This negative is on this, and 20 is having positive. So we can choose to bring these two together and take this to the right side. So we're going to have y plus 20, okay? Taking this to the right side, because it's carrying negative, you add. So we're going to add to both sides to have 9 root y. Did you see that? So what should we do at this point? To remove this square root, you need to square both sides, okay? So we square both sides. And if you do that, we're going to have, so this gives us y plus 20 raised to power 2 is equal to 9 root y raised to power of 2. Just remember, for every a plus b to the power of 2, it is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. This is going to guide us. So applying it here, we are going to have y to the power of 2 plus, use 2 to multiply this. So we have 2 multiplies y multiplies 20, okay? Following what we have here. Then plus this 20, square it, is equal to 9 root y to the power of 2. Now what do you do next? Also remember that for every a, b, like we said, to the power of m, it is a to the power of m, b to the power of m. Okay, so we're still going to apply it here, and that will give us y squared plus multiply this, it will give you 40. So we have 40y. This will give you, this is 20 squared, and 20 squared means 20 multiplied by 20. So 2 times 2 will give us 4. Then add these two zeros, we have 400, okay, is equal to, so we have 9 squared multiplied by root y raised to power of 2. So if you keep simplifying, we are going to have y squared plus 40y plus 400 is equal to 9 squared is 9 times 9 to give us 81. Then this square, we cancel the square root. So we have multiplied by y. Okay. So if you simplify, you have y squared plus 40y plus 400 is equal to 81y. So if you keep simplifying this, we are going to have, and don't forget to like this video. Let's know how you feel about it in the comments. And if you are still new, subscribe for more tips, share with your friends. Thank you, and let's continue. Keep simplifying, we are going to have y squared plus 40y. Okay, now this we are going to, because it's carrying positive, we need to subtract it from both sides. So to do that, we subtract 81y, then plus 400. Okay, when you subtract here, it becomes 0. So we are going to have equal to 0. We can still use the arrow sign to show. So what do you do next? This will give us y squared. Subtract this, it gives you negative 41y plus 400 is equal to 0. So you see that this has led to quadratic equation because the highest power of y is 2. So solving using the formula, we have y is negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So keep solving, we are going to have our a is the coefficient of y squared, which is 1. Our b is the coefficient of y, which is negative 41. And our c is 400. So plug this into this formula. We are going to have y will give us negative. Remember, your formula is taking negative. So your b is already negative. So remember to be careful at this point, okay? Plus or minus square root of negative 41 squared, okay, minus 4. Let's expand this root. So we have minus, this will give us minus 4 multiplying a is 1, multiplying our c is 400, and everything is divided by 2 multiplied by our a is 1. So keep simplifying this, we have y will be equal to negative multiplies negative is positive, okay, plus or minus square root of negative 41 squared quickly will give us 1681, then minus multiply these two, it gives you 1600, okay, divided by 2 multiplies 1 gives you 2. So we have y is equal to 41 plus some, subtract this, you are going to have root of 81 divided by 2. Now if you keep simplifying this, we have y is equal to 41 plus or minus square root of 81 is two the same numbers you multiply to give you 81, and that is 9 divided by 2. So y is equal to 41 plus 9 divided by 2, or 41 minus 9 divided by 2, okay? You take the positive and also the negative value. So if you do that, you have y will give us, add this, it gives you 50 divided by 2, or subtract this, it gives you 32 divided by 2. So what do you do next? This will give us y is, divide this, you have 25, or divide this, it gives you 16. So we have it that the first value of y is 25, and then the second value of y is 16. But remember, the question is not to find y, we are to get x. But we need to recall we made a statement that, so we have to recall that we said let 3 to the power of x be equal to y. So we're going to plug this value of y into this to get the values of x. So to do that, we are going to now have, so we have when y, the first value of y is 25, we are going to have 3 to the power of x is equal to 25, okay? Replacing y. So at this point, to get your x, just take log of both sides. So we have log of 3 to the power of x is equal to log of 25. Now this is also the same as log of 3 to the power of x is equal to log of 25, as you know, is the same as 5 times 5, which is 5 to the power of 2. So this 25 can be written in this form, okay? Also remember this rule that for every log of a to the power of x is equal to x log a. We are going to apply this rule to simplify. And to do that, we have x log 3 is equal to 2 we multiply, we have 2 log 5. Now to get x, remove this log 3. To do that, you divide both sides by log 3. So this is what we have. This we cancel. So we're going to have x is equal to 2 log 5 divided by log 3. Also remember that for every log of a divided by log of b, it is log of a base b. So this is also going to guide us. So to do that, we have x will give us 2. So this will be log of 5. This will become the base. So this becomes the first value of x. Now let's get the second value of x. We also have it that when y, the second value of y is 16, we are going to have 3 to the power of x is equal to 16. Repeat the same process. So we're going to take log of both sides, okay? So this is what we have. And this is the same as log of 3 to the power of x is equal to log of 16. Is the same as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, which is the same as 2 to the fourth power. So this can be written as 2 to the fourth power, okay? Now remember we said the power multiplies. So we're going to have x log 3 is equal to 4 log 2. Keep solving, we have. So this gives us x log 3 is equal to 4 log 2. To get x, divide by log 3, divide this by log 3. So this we cancel this. We are going to have x is equal to 4, okay, log of 2 divided by log of 3. So we now have the second value of x is 4 log 2 base 3. So this gives us the second value of x. Remember we said that the first value of x is 2 log 5 base 3. So these are the two values of x. So we're going to be sure to plug these two values of x to see which of them will give us equal to 0. And this is the interesting part I wouldn't want you to miss. Let's do that together. And I hope you've already given this a like. So to do the check together, what do we have? To verify, this is what, so we're going to start with the first value of x, okay, from when x is 2 log 5 base 3. Let's plug it here. We're going to have 3 to the power of 2 log 5 base 3 minus root of 3 to the power of our x is 2 log 5 base 3, then add 4 to it, plus 20. Will this be equal to this 0? Let's see to that. So we're going to keep simplifying this. Just also remember that when you have a to the power of m plus n, like we said at the beginning, it is a to the power of m multiplied by a to the power of n. So we can work on it here. Remember, this and this are joined by addition, just like what we have here. So we're going to apply it to now have 3 to the power of 2 log 5 base 3 minus root of 3 to the power of 2 log 5 base 3. This addition sign turns to multiplication. So we have this raised to power of 4, okay, then add 20. Keep simplifying. So this gives us 3 to the power of 2 log 5 base 3, okay, minus. Now remember that when you have root of 3, it is the same as 3 to the power of half. Just remember, for every root of a, it is a to the power of half, okay? So we're going to apply this on this. So this is the same as 3 to the power of half is multiplied by 2 log 5 base 3. Interesting. Then we also have it multiplied by 3 to the power of half multiplied by 4. Okay, then plus 20. So keep simplifying this. We are going to have 3 to the power of 2 log 5 base 3 minus this, and this will cancel out. So we're going to have 3 to the power of log of 5 base 3 is multiplied by 3. This, remember, this is over 1. So 2 will go in this 2 times, and 2 times 1 is 2 plus 20. Now, also remember we said the power, this coefficient becomes the power of the log. So we're going to return it to be the power, and also is going to give us 3 to the power of log of 5 squared base 3 minus 3 to the power of log of 5 base 3 is multiplied by 3 squared is 3 times 3 to give us 9, then add 20. So keep simplifying. Recall, very importantly, that for every a to the power of log of b base a is always equal to b. This base and this are the same. So it gives you the number b. So we can apply it here. You see that this and this are the same. So it's going to give us this number 5 squared. Okay, so we have 5 squared minus, you see that this and this are the same. So we're going to have 5, okay, and it's multiplied by 9. Did you see? Plus 20. So we're going to have 5 squared is 5 times 5 to give us 25. And when you multiply this, it gives you negative 45 add 20. So if you simplify, this will give us negative 20 add 20 is equal to 0. And that is what we have at the right side. So it also means that the value of x we got as 2 log 5 base 3 is what is correct. But we also need to check the second value of x to see if that also suits the equation. Then we can make our conclusion. So to verify the second value we have, for when x is 4 log 2 base 3, let's see what this gives us. Remember, this is the first value of x. So we're going to plug it also. So we now have 3 to the power of 4 log 2 base 3 minus root of 3 to the power of 4 log 2 base 3 plus 4. Okay, then plus 20. Is this going to be equal to 0? Let's still simplify it. So we're going to have 3 to the power of 4 log 2 base 3 minus, now this is the same as root of 3 to the power of 4 log 2 base 3. Remember, this will turn to multiplication. So we have root 3 raised to power of 4. Then add 20. So it's going to give us 3 to the power of 4 log 2 base 3 minus, this will give us, this is turning to 3 to the power of half multiplied by 4 log 2 base 3. Okay, is multiplied by, this will give us, remember, for simplifying this, we got root of 3 squared multiplied by root of 3 squared, okay, then plus 20. So simplify, we have, so we now have 3 to the power of 4 log 2 base 3 minus This is over 1. So this we can see we are left with 2. So we have 3 to the power of 2 log 2 base 3 multiplied by this square cancels this. So we are left with 3 times 3 as 9, then add 20. So this is going to give us 3 to the power. This becomes a power. So we have log of 2 to the power of 4 base 3 minus 3 to the power of log of 2 to the power of 2 base 3 multiplied by 9, then add 20. So we're going to have, you see that this and this are the same. So we're going to have 2 to the power of 4 multiplied by this and this are the same. We have 2 to the power of 2 multiplied by 9 plus 20. We now have 2 to the power of 4 is 2 multiplied 4 times to give us 16 minus 2 to the power of 2 is 2 multiplied 2 times to give us 4, okay? Then add 20. So we're going to have 16, multiply this, deal with your PEMDAS, okay? So multiplication, do this, it gives us negative 36 add 20. So this is going to give us, this will give us negative 20 add 20 will give us 0. So this is equal to 0. So what it also means is that the first value of x as 2 of log of 5 base 3 and the second value of x as 4 log 2 base 3 are both correct. They both are valid and they satisfy this equation. And I hope you learned something. Don't forget to drop your own method. I will be curious to see that. And if this helps you, share with others. And don't forget to like and tell us how you feel about this. Thank you for engaging. See you in our next class. Bye-bye.